Bad Bunny debí tirar más fotos.
An overwhelmed Bad Bunny warmed up for the Super Bowl by accepting 3 Grammys, including Album of the Year.
I'm gonna say, eyes out. We don't hate them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it, with love.
Immigration was also on the minds of Song of the Year winners Billie Eilish and Phineas.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
And Best New Artist winner Olivia Dean.
I guess I want to say I'm up here as a granddaughter of an immigrant. I'm a product of bravery, and I think those people deserve to be celebrated.
Jelly Roll celebrated Jesus after winning a trio of trophies.
Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him.
Talk about a trailblazer.
A lengthy in memoriam segment featured Reba McEntire's first ever Grammys performance. And all-star tributes to Ozzy Osbourne and to D'Angelo and Roberta Flack.
I feel like making love.
Kendrick Lamar!
The night's biggest winner was Kendrick Lamar with 5 awards, including Record of the Year, giving him 27 lifetime, passing Jay-Z as the Grammy's most awarded rapper.
So I appreciate y'all. God is the glory. Love y'all.
This was by far the biggest drop that we have seen. About 3.5 million pages of material. There were also more than 182,000 images and videos. The Justice Department says that this is the final batch and that they now have fully complied with the transparency law that Congress passed with nearly unanimous support last year, forcing all of these disclosures. So what did we learn? Well, according to CNN's review, President Donald Trump was mentioned more than 1,000 times in the new documents. Now remember, we've known for years that Trump was close personal friends with Jeffrey Epstein in the 80s and 90s before Epstein's conviction on state sex crime charges in 2008. But these documents added a lot of new details. We saw notes, for example, from an FBI interview in 2021, where one of Epstein's victims said that his longtime accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, brought her to a party in New York and, quote, presented her to Trump, and that Maxwell later made clear that she was, quote, available. Trump and the woman never did anything together, according to what the woman told the FBI. There also was a spreadsheet that the FBI put together just last year, which contained uncorroborated and unverified sexual assault allegations against Trump. Now, let me be totally clear that the president has said that he cut ties with Epstein in the mid-2000s, and he denies wrongdoing. He has never been accused by law enforcement of any involvement in any of Epstein's crimes. Other prominent figures also came up in this in the Epstein files. It really wasn't just Trump. There was a whole wide array of people in there. Tech billionaire Elon Musk, according to some of the emails, tried coordinating with Epstein to visit him in the Virgin Islands. Other messages showed that Howard Lutnick, who is now the Commerce Secretary, planned meetings with Epstein long after he claimed that they had stopped speaking. And there were also new pictures of the former Prince Andrew. Some of those strange images showed him on all fours, leaning on top of a woman who herself was lying on the floor. All of these men deny wrongdoing and have not been accused by authorities of any crimes.
Este domingo 1 de febrero vivió las elecciones nacionales que marcaban el rumbo de los próximos 4 años, 2026-2030, en una fiesta democrática que se marcó por una gran emoción, por ser elecciones muy concurridas, muy emotivas y muy intensas también. En el primer corte del conteo que hizo el Tribunal Supremo de Elecciones, la candidata oficialista Laura Fernandez alcanzó el 53% del favor de los votantes, con apenas el 31% de las mesas que habían sido parte del conteo. Luego de eso se realizó otro conteo en el cual ella alcanzó un 50%, que si bien bajó de lo que tenía antes, se mantuvo por encima de sus contrincantes y de esta forma alcanzó la presidencia de Costa Rica, nombrándose ella como la presidenta número 59 de nuestra nación. De esta forma, pues muchísimos simpatizantes con el partido oficialista han salido a las calles de diferentes partes del país. En este momento nos encontramos específicamente desde el Parque Metropolitano La Sabana, en la capital de nuestro país, donde ya se ven muchas personas pasando en sus vehículos, tocando las bocinas, levantando sus banderas, con una gran emoción de que la candidata con la que llevaban, con la que se sentían representados, logró la presidencia a Costa Rica. Durante el día se vieron diferentes fiestas democráticas en todas partes del país, con familias, niños, adultos mayores, hasta mascotas participaron de las fiestas democráticas, alzando las banderas de los diferentes partidos políticos y disfrutando en totalidad toda la nación esto que estaba viviendo Costa Rica, una fiesta que hace mucho no se marcaba de la forma en la que se vivió hoy 1 de febrero.